Hello, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Let me know if you can see me, if you can see what's happening on my screen. Let me know if you can hear me. That would be very helpful, and we'll start roughly in a few minutes. Okay, bear with me. I still have to check how my screen sharing works. Okay, looks good. Looks good. Okay, cool. So I hope all of you had a chance to join yesterday's session from Vidazik, who provided the workshop about the SNS and SQS. Actually, it was very useful. I also found some new interesting things about it. And actually, if you don't have a chance to join, so you still can find the live session at the YouTube channel of the Rolling Scope School on English, and check us out. And even if you want, if you don't want to make this workshop, so you can just check the theory part of the SNS and SQS to find out what it is and why do we need it and how it works. So, and today I suggest we can discuss just the task and not touch the theory that much as Dazik did yesterday. So, as usual, the course models, actually we are above the half of the course. So it's module number 6, which is about async microservice communication. And especially in this course, during the homework, we would touch the SQS and SNS services inside the AWS, and we would try to make them work for us in order to create the necessary positions, the necessary products in our online shop. And I think we can, okay, let's take a look at the schema which we have for this task. So actually, as you can see, there is only 2 Lambda functions. And one of these Lambda function, actually we did at the task number 5. It was responsible to input the files, but actually it was not inputted anything. It was just logging the positions from an our products.csv file. And in this task, we have to make it really parse in our file and provide all the data it found inside this file to the SQS queue, which would be responsible to invoke another Lambda, which is named catalog batch process at this picture. And this last Lambda would be responsible to directly place all of these products from the CSV file inside in our DynamoDB. So if you remember, previously we've implemented the function to create the products one by one, right from our web page, and insert these products inside in our DynamoDB. But this time we would just give, as in the task number 5, we would just give the file, .csv file, with the products to our web page. And what it would do, it would just parse all of these files and try to place it inside the DynamoDB and create the notification to our email address, which we will specify using the SNS service to make us know, actually, so that any products have been added to have been added inside in our DynamoDB. So now I suggest we can just jump in. Okay, there is a question in the YouTube description. There is no links. Can you please send the course link in the chat? Yep, sure. I would send this one. Actually, it would lead you right to the task number 6. But if you want, you can check it from the first one. So, and for all of them, we already have the kind of lectures and homeworks. Okay. So now let's jump into my screen, and I will try to show you what your homework should do and how it should looks like at the end whenever you would finish your homework. So here it is, task number 6. As we discussed, it's the range of the interest for this task. So first lambda, second lambda, SQS, which is responsible to parse and place and invoke the lambda function. Actually, I'm not sure if this arrow is necessary in here, but anyway, yeah, it just works on the one side from SQS towards lambda function. And then this lambda function would create the SNS topic, which would create the email within our products. And simultaneously, it would place all of the products inside the DynamoDB. Let me to my console. Yeah, I'm sorry, I just missed it. Like this. It should be like this. Okay. Yeah, please bear with me for a second. Just minor changes. Okay. Yeah, here we go. My console. And I think in this module we didn't have to change anything inside in our front end part, so it stayed intact. Since we changed the import URL to the API gateway we've created at the task number 5, I think that's it. So we didn't have to change anything in here. So let's close this one. So what we have now, it's just the import service and the product service. Okay, now let's go back to our picture once again. Let's first briefly touch the import service, because this time the function had been already created from our end, and all we had to do is just to fine-tune it, to not just to log the strings one by one, but create the SQS, but to put these strings inside the SQS queue. Actually, it may be done as simple as this. So we, first of all, we have to create this SQS queue. Once it's created, we should provide with the name and actually no any other additional configuration needed. So that's just it. The only thing is we have to grant the lambda function, which is responsible to pass the file, the permissions to create the messages inside this SQS queue, to send the messages inside this SQS queue. And actually, that's it. So previously, it was just logging, but now it's just sending the strings one by one inside the SQS queue. And that's it. And that's it from the perspective of the input service part of our application. And the next part is should be the new lambda function, which is responsible to, okay, let's move like this. Okay, never mind. The new lambda function, which we'll create, which is, first of all, it will be created from the SQS queue event. What does it mean? So whenever something happened inside the SQS, whenever something new is appeared, another lambda function would be triggered. And it would be invoked with the event from the SQS queue. So SQS queue would say, hey, lambda function, I have some new data. What do you think? And another lambda function would be responsible to take all of this data and just process it. And the process, I mean, first of all, it would try to put all of this data inside the DynamoDB. And the second part of this lambda function, responsibilities of this lambda function would be to create the SNS topic. Let's take a look at my lambda. should be put batch process. Put batch. Yeah, it should be. It's product service. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. As you can see, the indication is done by SQS. And what does Lambda actually do? It instantiates. Okay, yeah, record by record, it would take it. It's just instantiates the connection to the DynamoDB in order to have an option to put the data inside the DynamoDB. Instantiating the SNS. Okay, maybe touch it a bit later. And actually, it just actually do the same as the Lambda function from the task number 4, I guess, where we had the function, which is, oh, it should be in here. I think we can check the whole picture. Come on. Yeah, here we go. So we've had a function which is named create product, and it was not the same, but pretty similar one. So, and yeah, in this case, we are just taking the event, and the event, I mean, but something has happened inside the SQS queue. We're just taking this event, trying to take all the necessary data. Now, then we are validating, but all the necessary data is provided from the event. And if it's done, so we are trying to make the transaction inside in our DynamoDB. And alongside with this one, the Lambda function collecting all the necessary data under the special variable, which would be provided inside the SNS. And idea behind the SNS is what we will put the data inside the SNS topic, and the SNS service would be responsible to create the email to the specified address. So in my case, it's just my personal email, and that's it, actually. So whenever any new product is created inside my DynamoDB by this approach, whenever I upload in the file inside my web page, I will be notified to my email. As usual, don't forget about the course, because it's necessary to make in our application to interact, of all of the parts of our application. And maybe let's take a look on how the SNS should work, but I'm not sure if it's, yeah. I think, yeah, it's right in here. So as easy as this. So you are just creating the topic, you're giving it an sorry, you're just giving it a name, and that's it. And then you're adding the subscription to this topic. So whenever any event is happening inside the SNS topic, the subscribers would be notified about this event. So in this case, I just created the email subscription with my personal email, and that's it. It's just enough to make this SNS topic work. And as I said, yeah, whenever something is created, okay, let's say whenever this function is done something properly, it would notify me via the email about what she did. Yeah, I think that's it. It should be like this. And actually, I think that's it from the perspective of a task. So let's take a look once again. So, okay, we've created Lambda function, SQS. We configured this SQS to trigger the Lambda function 5 messages at once. Okay, and when we've updated the input file parser, which is from the import file part, create an SNS, commit all your work. Okay. Yeah. Now let's maybe take a look at how it works. Let's go ahead and open the open my application, the front end part of it. And let's open the DynamoDB in here. Let's take a look at what's happening inside my DynamoDB. And so actually, I'm just not sure how it should work from the perspective of the CSV file. So should I provide the ID inside the CSV file, or should I create this ID under my Lambda function? I don't know what's the proper way. So if you have if you ever had an experience working in the retail and you know how it works, so yeah, please let me know. Because right now I just created the CSV file populated with the ID, description, price, and etc. So all I need. And the downside of this approach actually is I can't import the same file many times. So because whenever I try to import the same file, it says, okay, you have the same ID, so we can add these elements in here. So let me just delete all of these. Now we can see that my table is clean. Let's also try to open the SQS console and SNS console to take a look and maybe try to catch the moment. Then the messages would be here inside. And one last thing I want to open, I think it's CloudWatch, the most powerful tool which you should use to troubleshoot all of your development. Yeah, here we go. And okay, so where is my topic? Create product topic. And what we can see in here, we can okay, there's integration, subscription. Yeah, here. Okay, anyway, so so now I suggest we just go and try. Should be clean right now. Yeah, here we go. I'll just go ahead and go to the manage products and try to upload the CSV file. Okay, so what is expected? First of all, inside the SQS queue, there should be some information. Where is it? Yeah, monitoring. Here we go. We should see what something is happened inside my SQS queue. How can this see it? Just wait a bit and just deploy it. Because I think in a few seconds we should see what something is happening in here. I hope. Let's take a look at what's happened in here. Okay, now let's take a look at the result. Do we have any other items added in here? Nope. For some reason, something has went wrong. Oh, no, here we go. Yeah, where is the 4 elements? Now we can take a look at the SQS queue to make sure it worked properly. Number of entry receives. Yeah, still nothing. Don't know why. Catalog items. Okay, maybe let's go to the CloudWatch. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, number of messages. So we've everything was fine, worked fine. We just had the 4 messages. That's because I had the 4 entries inside my CSV file. And what just happened? So whenever I uploaded this file, project, oh, it was just my .csv with the products. Whenever I uploaded the UI, this file was delivered to the S3 bucket as it's said from the task number 5. And whenever it appeared inside the S3 bucket, another function have been triggered by this event. And another Lambda function just took this file, processed it, moved it to another folder. Once again, it is for task number 5. And then it just generated the SQS queue requests. So it just took all of these items from my my.csv file and created the SQS queue messages. What happened next? whenever SQS queue took all of these messages, it just invoked another Lambda function, which is responsible, as I described earlier, which is responsible to take all of these events and create these products, these items inside my DynamoDB. And next, it just populated the SNS topic to create the email message for me. So I will not show you how the email looks like, but maybe we can take a look at the SNS. I'm not sure if there is any monitoring. No, looks like there is nothing. But I guess you should just trust me. But I get something inside my email. So, and actually you should check. So whenever I created the products, these products, first of all, have been placed inside the DynamoDB, and then I got notified about it from the SNS topic. And actually, that's it from the perspective of the task number 6. It's quite short, and I would say it's quite easy in comparison with the 5th one. Any questions? Any concerns about this one? Any suggestions? Let me change the screen so it did not disturb you. Okay, your screen. I think you're sharing the wrong screen. Don't see the correct slide. Please have a look at chat. I didn't see anything without the screen. Nothing is clear. Oh my God. Really? So you just done so. Oh, come on. Okay, so I think we still have some time. How it happened? Okay, let me try to do this, and I would shortly try to take you through. Yeah, it's my fault. I'm so sorry. I've been just showing you. I'm sorry, guys. But actually, it just took 20 minutes. So maybe from my speech, you already have any questions, so we can go through the through all of the work we should done. So yeah, I think now you can see it. Yep. Let me know if it's clear now. Um, okay. So what do you think? Should we try it once again right now, but maybe twice faster? So to make you sure you've got the idea behind the task number 6. What do you think? Let me know. Okay. Yeah, I think I should get somehow this second monitor so it would solve that kind of problems. Okay. So, long story short, we have two lambdas in the scope of task number 6. So first one is import file parser, which is actually the lambda from the task number 5. But before it was just logging all the items, but now it should. Okay, but now it should just not log something inside the logs, but really create all of these products inside in our DynamoDB. And in the scope of this task, we just need to, no, come on. Okay, let's do it like this. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, and in the scope of this task, actually, what should we do? We should just remove the login part from this fund, but actually, if you want, you can leave it intact. But we also should create the SQS queue and make this function to send messages inside this SQS queue. So to make all of these messages stuck inside this SQS queue, and later trigger another Lambda function. So from the perspective of the input service stack, there is almost nothing to do. We should just take. I'm not sure if I instantiated it inside of this one. Yeah, no, I just created it inside the products, inside the product stack, but I'm not sure if it's proper way. But anyway, so in this case, this is a Lambda from the task number 5, which is responsible to parse the file. So it just now not logging, but sending the messages inside the SQS queue. And that's it from the perspective of this stack. The only thing we have left is just to create, to grant all necessary permissions to this Lambda functions. So to make it possible for this Lambda function to create the messages inside the SQS queue. Questions? I'll check it once again. Now I can see it will be better if you could walk through what you have done till now. Let's start from scratch. Okay, let's move on. So we've already discussed the first part of the task, which is this one. So we have just to make small changes inside the input file path. Next item in this task next service is the SQS queue. So let me quickly show you what it is. This is how it looks like inside the AWS console. What we can see in here, so as I tried the previous time, so it just sent a few messages. It just received a few messages, and these few messages have been processed. What does it mean? What do I mean by processed? So whenever the SQS queue receiving the messages, it have an option, and in the scope of this task, we've created another function which would be triggered by this by any event that happened inside the SQS queue. So whenever we are sending the messages inside the SQS queue, it triggers another Lambda function. This one, catalog batch process, which is responsible actually to put in our products from our CSV file inside the DynamoDB and create the SNS topic. What does it mean? The SNS topic? The SNS topic actually is a service. SNS is a topic. Oh, sorry. SNS is a service in which we are creating the topic, and we have a subscriptions. So any service, or in this case, it's email notification. So we've created subscription and saying to SNS, okay, there is this subscriber for any events inside of this topic. And whenever something happening in this topic, please notify the subscriber. And in this case would be my personal email. So whenever the items have been created inside the DynamoDB, I will be notified about it by email. That's it. Actually, yeah, this is for what the SNS serves in this task. Okay, we took a glance at the SQS, and we would take a look at this a bit later. Now maybe let's briefly discuss the catalog batch process. It would be a brand new function which we should create under the product service stack. And as I said, this function would be invoked by SQS event. Where can I find it? Oh, I bet I had it somewhere in here, but not now. Okay, let's try to open it once again. Lambda function, and we would have an option to take a look at it right from the console. No, it's batch. I think it's put batch. Yeah, here we go. Function. As I said, whenever something is happening inside the SQS, this lambda function would be invoked. It would be invoked actually with the event from the SQS. SQS would say, okay, I have a new message. Please, lambda function, take this message and do whatever you should do with this message. And inside of this message, we would have the all of the products from our my.csv file, or however you call it. And this function should just process all of the data from this file and put it inside DynamoDB, first of all. And yeah, and as I said, actually, this lambda function quite similar with this one, with the create product, which we've created at the third or fourth module. Don't remember actually, but yeah, actually it's doing almost the same. So it just takes the product and putting it inside the DynamoDB. But one thing this lambda function doing, except just putting the files inside the DynamoDB, is this lambda function creating the event. Oh, why is scrolling so weird? Okay, yeah, it looks better now, I think. Yeah, this lambda function is creating the not message, but it populating the SNS topic with the data which it received from the SQS. And whenever something is put inside the SNS topic, the subscribers of this SNS topic would be notified about this. So, and as Dazik said yesterday, the SNS is a kind of subscription module of the data transactions. So SNS can just make something without any subscribers. So you should be subscribed for the event from this topic, and this is how you would be notified about something happened inside it, inside this topic. So let's take a look. Where is my code? I think it's where I created. Yeah, here we go. So where is I just created the SNS topic. I give it a name, and then I just added the subscription to this topic. So as I said, all of the subscribers, in this case, it's just my personal email, but all of the subscribers would be notified whenever something is happened inside this SNS topic. So, and what is expected actually, so whenever you are uploading the file inside from your web page, the expected result is your DynamoDB is populated with the files from this with the products from this CSV file, and you have been notified to the email about the products that have been added to this DynamoDB. And as usual, don't forget about the permissions. So you always should give the necessary permissions to your Lambda functions to make it possible for them to talk to the SQSQ or SNS, whatever. Okay, we already discussed this one. We saw it inside the console. Yeah, maybe now let's take a look at how it's working. Let me once again remove all of the items from my tables. One. What is that? Oh yeah, here we go. First one and the second one. Yeah, and as I said, if you took a look at my .csv file, where is it? Yeah, here we go. I already pre-populated it with the IDs, but I'm not sure it's the proper way of doing it because I don't know. I think it's a proper one because let's imagine someone has said, okay, where's your products? First one, second one, and the third one. And if you are just sending all of this data without the IDs, so for example, you already have some kind of product inside your table. but this time it would be created with a new ID. So yeah, I think I took the correct approach in this case. So whenever you add in something inside your DynamoDB, yeah, but it's not responsible to update the count of these items. Okay, anyway, I would discuss it with the Victor, who's created this task. Yeah, and we would find out. But for now, I don't think it's a big deal. Don't think it's a mistake if you create the IDs inside your Lambda function, or if you are providing all of these IDs inside the CSV file. So what is expected? Right now, I would go ahead to my front end once again, and yeah, I would try to upload my CSV file. Here we go. Yep. And now we may take a look first of all at the SQS queue. It will say the number of the deleted messages, received messages, and we can see all of these messages have been processed. I think, yeah, it will take a while, but we will wait. Now we can go to the DynamoDB and take a look if this product is created. Yeah, here we go. Now we can go ahead and take a look at the logs. So all of our Lambda functions have been triggered. Split batch, I guess. Yeah. So, yeah. It looks like this. Yeah, and whenever any product is created inside my DynamoDB, the SNS topic have been created. And for all the item have been created inside my DynamoDB, I would be provided with the email that all of these products have been created inside my DynamoDB. And I think that's the definition of done, actually. And from the perspective of check, I think maybe kind of screenshots once again would help to find out what's happening. And yeah, I think that's it, because nothing else we can do with it. So maybe just to attach the screenshot of your email messages would be enough to make sure everything is happening as it should. Okay, I think that's it. It's better to schedule. When you speak fast, it's hard to follow. Let's start from the scratch. Now we can see it would be better if you could walk through what you have done till now. Actually, that's it. From the perspective of this task, as I said, it's quite easy from my perspective, because we don't need to create much, because everything is already created. And okay, there is a question. So catalog batch. Oh, sorry. Let's do it like this and like this. So catalog batch first function fills both product and stock table, not just products. Let's take a look at the task once again. I would say it should populate both tables. Catalog batch process under the product, which will retrieve SQS, blah blah blah. Batch set function corresponding products in the products table. Okay, let's take a look on what tables do we have. Okay, we have products and we have stock. I don't know. I would say the proper way is to populate both of them, because from the perspective of the internet store, it's useless to populate just products. Let's take a look at the schema. What would happen next? I think next one is about the authorization. So I'd like to say nothing interesting, but actually it's quite interesting topic. Don't know what is under the card service. Okay, with the card service, we would like to populate an our card and finally make kind of order, final order. I don't know, actually. But if you like, I can go back to you maybe in an hour or something like this, and I will try to ask. But I don't think it's a big deal actually to populate both of the tables. What do you think? Okay, let me get back to your questions if you have any, and I would go back. I would bring the answer back. What does uh, what does filter policy does in additional task? Unfortunately, I didn't have the chance to take a look at the additional tasks, but filter policy to SNS create product topic, create an additional email subscription to distribute message to depending on where filter for any product attribute. Product attribute. Okay, I think the idea behind this one, but I'm not ready to answer to you right now. But I guess whenever something happened inside the SNS topic, whenever any new event is, whenever any new message have been put inside your SNS, you should create a kind of filtration. So in case of it's product number A, so you should notify this email. In case it's product B, you should notify this email. I think the idea behind this one is to take a look at the CDK, how it works with the SNS, and create the filtration like this one. So just to distribute the messages from the depending on the attributes of these products, of these strings of these products. Mhm. Any more questions? Yeah, and as I said about the catalog batch process, I'd go back to you in an hour or latest, I think, tomorrow morning. And yeah, I would say, so should we populate the product or product and the, or both product and stocks table? Any more questions, concerns, suggestions? Yeah, except the one to take a look at what you are sharing. By the way, I think it's the first time I tried to stream at the 1080. So if you don't have any lags, so I think I would proceed to stream at the 1080 next time. Okay, and as usual, if you have any more questions, so feel free to ask them inside the Discord channel. I usually try to take a look at what's happening inside here and answer your questions. And I also encourage you to help all of your teammates. We are all at the same boat. Okay, I think it's a kind of question. Actually, we should also change how CSV are handles. I just don't see how one CSV file would fill both tables. Pretty easy, actually. You should just maybe not think about this CSV file as the one from the test number 5, but create a new one, which is pre-populated with the additional column, I guess. So one more attribute, its count. and that's it. So now you have the CSV file, not with 5, but with 6 attributes, with 6, let's say, items inside the row, and you just separating the count one and putting it inside the count. Is it count table? Inside this stocks table, alongside with the ID. So you just taken the ID, which is similar for both tables, should be similar, and that's it. So you, by this approach, you can populate both tables with just one CSV file. But anyway, if you have any concerns, yeah, feel free to ask the questions inside the chat. So I would have plenty of time today evening, then tomorrow almost all day, maybe until the evening, and also Saturday. Okay, yeah. Thank you so much for your patience. Sorry once again for this issue with the screen sharing. Next time I will check twice to don't let this happen once again. Thank you so much, and have a good rest of the day. See you soon on the next week. Bye.